Tourism Ministry confident of achieving 30 million tourist arrivals and 100 billion ringgit in revenue. E-hailing service Dago Ride in full swing beginning today. Hello, good evening. Happy New Year 2020. I'm Jessica Lee and you're watching News on 2. Now, a total of 299 passengers on board an Etihad Airways flight from Abu Dhabi arrived in the country this morning, thus becoming the first group of tourists to greet the beginning of Visit Malaysia Year 2020 or VMY 2020. Now, they were greeted by the Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister, Datuk Muhammadin Ketapi, at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport, KLIA. Dato' Muhammadin said he remains positive that the government can achieve its target of 30 million international tourists and 100 billion ringgit revenue in the tourism sector through the campaign with the slogan Visit Truly Asia Malaysia 2020.
Bermakna kalau kita dapat lebih daripada 30 juta peningkatan atau target ringgit Malaysia 100 bilion ini akan meningkat lagi. Semua ini baik untuk ekonomi negara dan saya berharap semua pihak dapat memberi kerjasama. Sama ada tak kira peringkat persekutuan maupun di peringkat negeri, kita nak kerjasama semua.
The Visit Malaysia Year campaign was first held in 1990 with the theme Fascinating Malaysia, followed by the second edition in 1994 themed Fascinating Malaysia Naturally More, and the third edition in 2007 themed Celebrating 50 Years of Nationhood, while the fourth was launched in 2014 with the slogan Celebrating One Malaysia, Truly Asia. Now, beginning today, local motorcycle e-hailing service Dago Ride will be in full swing throughout Klang Valley. Youth and Sports Minister Sadiq Abdul Rahman says about 5,000 job opportunities for the B40 youth will be created with the relaunching of the motorcycle e-hailing service.
Majoriti yang akan dapat pekerjaan ini adalah anak muda dan mereka yang datang dari latar belakang warga B40 dan mereka yang bermotosikal.
Meanwhile, Dago Ride founder Nabil Faisal Bamadaj said as of today, 4,000 had applied to become riders. He also said the e-hailing app also has plans to expand their service to other states within the next 3 months. Nabil further expressed hope that the service would help resolve connectivity problems between homes and public transport stations. Dago Ride was the first company to launch a motorcycle taxi in Malaysia back in 2016. Now, the smoking ban in restaurants and eateries nationwide imposed by the government starting today also include restaurants and eateries in rural areas. Now, that was stressed by Kelantan Health Director Datuk Dr. Zaini Husin, who also said that there should be no issue as various approaches were taken throughout the trial period last year.
Ya, saya telah minta dan bincang dengan pihak penguasaan bahawa kita akan pergi ke seluruh sama ada bandar atau luar bandar tidak terkecuali. Jadi dalam masa setahun yang lepas kita telah mengadakan berbagai engagement dengan berbagai pihak daripada pengendali makanan, masyarakat, NGO untuk menerangkan penguasaan ataupun peraturan-peraturan ini. Jadi pada hari ini, bermula pada hari ini kita membuat serentak sama ada di bandar ataupun di luar bandar tidak terkecuali, dan kita akan terus mengadakan secara berkala.
200 enforcement officers will periodically conduct operations at about 10,000 food premises in the state at any time. Earlier, Datuk Dr. Zaini visited several food premises in Kota Bharu, where he instructed all premises to place no smoking signs according to the size set earlier. Meanwhile, he also hoped that the public could support the implementation of the law to ensure restaurants and eateries are free from smoke. Now, Pangkor has officially become a duty-free island effective today. The step is seen as a paradigm shift to attract more tourists to visit the island. Elaborating further on the matter, the Perak state government said the island had seen a massive decline in tourist visits in the last 5 years. The state government believes through this new status, the tourism sector in the island will improve. The state government also said that various developments have been planned to improve the island's infrastructures, including roping in private sectors to invest on the island and upgrading the ferry service to cater to passengers in addition to the island's famed pink taxis. An event to launch the island's duty-free status is expected to be officiated by the Sultan of Perak, Sultan Nazrin Shah, at a later date to be decided by the state government. Now, more than 3,000 pupils from 7 primary schools in Kedah will benefit from the first phase of the Free Breakfast Program, or PSP, this year. For the beginning, the program will be implemented at SK Jeneri, SK Lanai, SK Air Hitam, SJKT Ladang Henrietta and SK Kampung Belukar. Kedah Education and Human Resources Committee Chairman Dr. Salmi said she believed that the selected schools are ready for the PSP, as the program would be managed in the same way as the existing supplementary food program RMT.
Kepada semua pelajar di sekolah itulah, sekolah rendah. Semua pelajar lah sekolah rendah.
Semua pelajar di sekolah itu?
Semua pelajar di sekolah rendah. So ni rintis lah. Permulaan ni dia nak tengok dulu ada apa-apa kelemahan, apa yang perlu dibaiki dan
the implementation of PSP is intended to provide nutritious food to ensure students practice the habit of taking breakfast, a healthy lifestyle, and to stimulate their growth. Now, 6 primary schools in Johor will implement the Free Breakfast Program, PSP, beginning 20th of January. Now, the selection of schools for the first phase was made based on schools with the highest percentage of students from the B40 group. The State Education, Human Resources, Science and Technology Exco Aminul Huda Hassan said 5 districts have been selected for the PSP, namely Batu Pahat, Kluang, Kota Tinggi, Pontian and Muar. He said among schools that would benefit from the PSP was Sekolah Kebangsaan Renggit, Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina South Malaya, Sekolah Kebangsaan Sri Jong and Sekolah Kebangsaan Kampung Layau.
Mudahnya untuk dapatkan maklumat, gambaran yang lebih tepat lah. Tengok macam mana keadaan kan dari segi kantin ataupun dia punya pengusaha, lepas tu dari segi pemakanannya macam mana, dan juga urusan-urusan yang berkaitan lah. Sebab tu dia mula 20 hari bulan, maknanya bukan sekarang. Mungkin untuk susun dari segi pelajarnya berapa ramai, sekolah yang terlibat tadi.
The Johor State Government will hold discussions with the State Education Department regarding the huge number of students in the state. Menteri Besar Datuk Dr. Sarudin Jamal said if needed, the State Government will also hold discussions with the federal governments.
Apapun kita akan mencari penyelesaian yang terbaik dan saya harap pejabat pendidikan negeri Johor kena ambillah tindakan-tindakan yang perlu dengan kadar segera.
Meanwhile, Johor Education Director Azman Adnan said a new school will be opened in June. He said the new Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan SMK Pulai Jaya could reduce the number of students in SMK Kangkar Pulai 2. For the record, a total of 53,372 Standard 1 students and 47,179 Form 1 students have already registered for the new school term. The Region 2 Marine Police Force, or PPM, seized 717 boxes of fireworks and firecrackers worth over 1.6 million ringgit in 3 raids at 2 premises and a lorry in Johor Bahru, Johor yesterday. Now, in the raids, 2 local men aged 27 and 37 were arrested. Region 2 PPM Commander ACP Abdul Rahman Muhammad said the raids were made in Taman University and Taman Perniagaan Setia between 3:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. based on information provided by members of the public.
Jadi kesemua bunga api dan mercun tersebut dipercayai untuk pasaran tempatan sempena musim perayaan yang akan tiba. Jadi kes disiasat di bawah Akta Bahan Letupan 1957.
ACP Abdul Rahman said the seized goods had been stored in the premises and lorry since early December. Now, police have successfully crippled a drug syndicate in Pendang, Kedah during a raid on New Year's Eve. Pendang Police Chief Deputy Superintendent Arish Sham Hamiza said 4 individuals aged between 20 to 50 were arrested in a house in Kampung Rasau for distributing drugs in the district. According to Deputy Superintendent Aris, the raided house was believed to be used for drugs distribution. During the raid, the police found a packet of see-through plastic and 8 straw pieces believed to be containing 27.57 grams of heroin. All suspects, who were local citizens, tested positive for drugs. The case is being investigated under Section 39B, Section 12, Subsection 2, and Section 15, Subsection 1 of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. And that concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, Tourism Ministry confident of achieving 30 million tourist arrivals and 100 billion ringgit in revenue. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Till then, I'm Jessica Lee. Good night and have a great day tomorrow.